virtual reality. It's something I've been avoiding for a long time because I'm not scared of it, but worried that it can do damage. It can be well, the next stage in evolution, to muck it up kind of thing, you know. I always believe the dangers of VR and stuff like that. But for the past 3 days, I've actually borrowed a Meta Quest 2, and this is my experience. Please keep watching, because towards the end of this video, I'm going to give my pros and cons and what I would use it for, you know, what the best thing to use it for is. So in the meantime, in this video, you're going to see time skips below, chapters to different parts, and it's going to be different games I played, just a bit of video footage, a bit of chat about it, and my overall experience. So stick around, get a coffee, and put your feet up. And you can watch this, if you're watching this on VR, go on the big screen and watch it in a cinema. I'll get that later. Okay, first thing first. My first experience of this was on a roller coaster game, space game, shooting game, and I'll put the footage on so you can see. So this was my first venture into VR. So as you can see, I'm got split screen. I've got the me sitting on the chair and the video footage inside. Okay. So yeah, 3D world you start and you can change it, and it's so immersive. It's unbelievable. You look up and it just feels so real. It's unbelievable. Okay, so this is, as you can see, epic roller coaster. I've actually got used to this game now. I've only played a few of the worlds, but yeah, this is my genuine first impression. Let me just look at that. Yes. Let's go around. Oh my god! Wow! Look at that! I'll go for that door. Come on! That's weird. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I hope this is recording good. I like the rust and stuff on there. Oh, wow. Okay, here you go. 2 Yeah, the vertigo was really real on this one. You know, when you go around the corner, you just can't help but shift in that direction. So yeah, that was a game and a half. I've learned a lot since then. I've learned that sitting down playing VR is far better than standing up. For some games anyway. The next game is Space Pirates. This is a very interesting game, totally interesting, and yeah, let's show this one, shall we? So luckily on this one, I made the screen a bit bigger so you can see a bit better, maybe better, but still I'm sitting down again, you know what I mean? Okay, let's get playing, shall we? I've got to beat 1350, have I? Okay, wow. Okay. Solo. Arcade 3 lives, Explorer, old school. Arcades. Woo! Wow, so what's happening now? Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, you bugger. Ah. No, I did realise later on in this game that when you move your head, it dodges the bullets that come towards you. But I didn't know that at first. That's why I was dying a lot. But, you know, it's so immersive. You could turn all the way around and there's things behind you and stuff. Yeah, not the best. But it was my first go, don't forget. Wow. Oh, you bugger. Also, what I forgot to mention is when I first started knowing how to record on the Oculus, or the Meta Quest 2, I didn't know how to expand the screen into full screen. So these videos are, for the time being, small screen, but I do suss it out. Here we go. This one is a tutorial, and I'll get to the bit with the robot, which is really entertaining and really good in 3D. This blew my mind at first. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, this both clocks. Okay, this is mad, isn't it? Don't forget to imagine this all in 3D, like a reader. Oh, look, there's a little thing there. It also records your head movements, so when you shake your head, the video goes with the flow of the head movement. So that's a few things I've shown you. This is just my 3-day experience, the best parts of the 3 days, you know. I'll get on to the cinema video side of it now. They got Pluto TV, you got Disney Plus on there, you got big screen, which is I'll show you in a second. I actually watched a few YouTube, and it was the most weirdest experience ever. It's yeah. It was good though, really good, really good. So anyway, let's get on to that video footage, shall we? So still, this is the YouTube VR, and just trying this out.
This is a story about taking back our future.
It's like a cinema size screen when you're inside the VR. Trust me.
What
you can watch YouTube videos.
Is going on?
And yeah, it is quite surreal, especially watching a small screen or a mobile phone. Then all of a sudden,
bro, let me try it. Yeah, I'm kidding.
In VR. Also, YouTube VR has also got its own 360 degrees and 8 3D movies you can watch as well. It's not just YouTubers, it's other things as well. And but I'm a fan of Jasko, so you know I wanted to share this. And I still haven't yet sussed how to make the screen full size recording, but I do. Let's move to the next bit. Now I want to show you the big screen app. It's free, but you can pay and all the stuff. But my experience on this has been far superior than anything else I've experienced. So I'll let you. I watched Jackson UK. See what I mean. And yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Of course, this is where I now find out the full screen options. So look, it looks like you're in a cinema and it's 3D. Honest to God, you feel like you're in a cinema, honest to God, you know. And you look at the screen, and the screen feels like it's a cinema screen. I just wish I could explain to you. If you know what I mean, if you've done this, if you've been on this before, you know what I mean. But it actually does feel 99% realistic. And you could do things like get soda, get popcorn, and just you can drink it whilst you're watching and stuff like that. You can even change seats as well, just show you in a bit. Yeah, so this is one of Jack's new case videos, the latest one. So I thought I'll just showcase, so you know what it looks like. This frame rate might not be brilliant because the saving and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. You've got the cinema seats, and you can actually, yeah, popcorn. There's the popcorn bit, you know. There's Jack's new cake. There's me shaking the popcorn. You can actually throw tomatoes as well. That's the best, the funny thing as well. But yeah, it's yeah, and I think I'll show you now when I can basically go changing seats. You can sit on any other seat you want by just clicking on it, you know. But you've got the same. YouTube's got the same controls as normal laptop. Just you've got a control pad. That's all. There you go. Let's move closer to the front, shall we? There you go. You'll see what I mean in a second. You get closer, you know, you can sit right at the front, and it is just like, of course, when you've got the headset on, you've got nothing around you, so you can look around the whole auditorium and see everything. That's what gives it the most realistic, you know. Good for IMAX. I bet it's good for IMAX. But the good thing is you can load up Disney Plus and watch Disney Plus on that screen. So you can watch your Star Wars films, you can watch anything on Disney Plus, and it'll be the first thing in the cinema. The sound won't be the same, of course, but the visual experience is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Also, what I found out as well, you can actually join other people in their cinemas. When you start one up, you can either do living rooms or cinemas or into space. You can different sets, different scenes. But the best one I found was when you join into someone else's watching a film. You sit in an auditorium, and their avatars are sitting there as well. And you've got felt tips you can draw on the screen in front of you. You can throw tomatoes. You can do a lot of stuff, and you can all interact with each other as well whilst the film's going on. So you can see them sit on the seats and just interact. It's just phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, cinemas might be dying, but the virtuality keeps the spirit alive, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Yeah, the sound's not Dolby surround and stuff like that. You know, but the picture but the only problem is with that is with YouTube, the picture might get grainy. It depends on your internet. It relies on the internet to stream. So if you've got a bad streaming connection, then the picture quality won't be as good, and it'll be buffering all the time. But if you've got a good internet, and it could be damn good picture, you're not going to get cinema perfect video unless you've got a decent internet and decent, you know. Yeah, but to me, it is just phenomenal. What else? This is the one thing that really tempted me to look more into virtual reality. I've seen a few YouTubers do this, but they've got a little screen of me on there, you know. This was before I found out the widescreen and stuff. But actually, this was the most vertigo thing I've actually done. Space station, the spacewalk. This is just, I know I said the other one was phenomenal, but this one is phenomenal. This one is, I'm gonna do this again a few more times because I want to stand up and do it, but you'll see in a bit. But just the 3D is just unbelievable. You know, the Earth below you is phenomenal. But you start off inside the space station itself, and you can do training and missions or explore. I chose explore. I haven't done the missions yet. And what it is, you start off in the space station, as you'll see. Whoa. So as you can see, you're inside the space station, and it felt really weird when you started off, because when you moved, it was all so surreal, you know. I know the roller coaster game was madness, and you know the YouTube stuff is crazy, but this was just so intense. Yeah, and when I get to the spacewalk, you know, you can even go for those screwdrivers, and you can highlight items and see videos about it. You know, it tells you about the space station as well as educational, which was. Now this is a bit. Doing a spacewalk, and oh my god, it was. My legs almost give in.
Okay.
I had to sit down.
I'm not sitting on. It's too much.
Honestly, it was one of the scariest moments I've had.
And I don't want to break the.
Yeah, and sitting down is far better, but you still get the nausea.
Oh, I can still swim around. Okay.
I do spend most of the video though, trying to find UK, Great Britain on the map. But no, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I will play the mission.
What's that down there?
I do hope to do a lot more videos, more interesting videos. You know, this is just the first experience really of these kind of games and virtual reality.
Where's England? Where's UK? Oh my god.
It's me spinning around on the chair. Excuse the jeans and the thing on the back of the chair, you know. I did tidy up after. You just forget reality when you're on this. So yeah, that was just the most craziest experience I've ever had on any game, anywhere, you know. I thought Wipeout, no, PlayStation 1 was very disorientating, but that is just... I don't know how they do it in real life. It's trained for, don't they? There's a difference because it's only a game. It's only education. It's not real. You're not going to really float into space, you know. But it's just the whole concept of your mind thinking it's real. Your mind playing tricks on you. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know it's not real, but your body just... fear and flight kicks in for no reason at all. Before I get on to the main point, what I think the Meta Quest 2 is really good for is, first of all, the animation. There's an app, VR animation, and to me, I've always been a fan of animation, always been, no matter what Disney, you know, that whatever, you know. But this is the next step in animation. I'm going to show you a video. You might know what I mean, but remember what you're seeing is a 2D image, but what you see when you're there is 3D all around you. Everything is interacting around you, through you. You are there. You know, whatever's going on, everything is 3D and going backwards and forwards, you know. Okay, so here you go. The board that's holding up is the board. It's always by you. It tells you about the story and it clicks to the next film or whatever. You can skip to different sections, or you can track a bit better. But this is all 3D. This is all, you know. You could reach out and feel like you're going to touch stuff. You know, that's how real it is. The best example is this bit, because when she's by the side here, you don't normally see her, but if you look around you see her, but she is there. You know, that's what it feels like.
It may not be your favorite,
and these scenes as well, these
to run away
you could feel like you could just shake the hands, or
How do I know when I'm afraid?
you know, touch objects on the side and not on the screen. It feels like you could touch them.
Some shiver.
You know what 3D's like. This is like, but it's all around. You can turn around and look around you. There's things in the background, things going on around you. It's like you are in this world.
And I decided it's not
And
for
I'll keep
me.
saying it, you know
Maybe
what I
it
mean.
works for you, but
Yeah.
me?
This full animation is about
have to
15 minutes
learn.
long. I've only
I have to find
shown you sections of it.
Fine.
Again, this is recorded
make you
on
learn.
Are you a
through the
part of dark
through the
migration?
Oculus itself.
'Cause you don't
I mean,
seem
on the
so
side of the
scary.
screen there's some bad guys, but you can't
What's
see them.
your
But if you
name?
turn your head around,
I'm
there's a
NYSSA.
couple of ghostly figures, you know. It is just totally
I'm gonna call
zany
you
and crazy.
Blue.
I never knew this existed on the virtual reality.
Okay,
Never.
Blue. Have you
Never would have
seen
guessed this kind of
Broom?
stuff existed,
Broom is
you know.
black and brown and has a red face and is a broom.
And also the animation app is free, and animation's free. There's lots on there. There's some other ones as well which I watched, I can't remember the name of, but you could change the camera angles as well, being different parts of animation, different stories and stuff, so you could see it from one point of view, and there's 4 different cameras around the set, so you can actually watch from different views anytime you want to. And if you videoed it, you could make a good little animation film. That everything really blows me away on virtual reality. I mean, the main point what I want to use this for is coming up. It's relaxing, meditating, going into a world that doesn't exist, and just, you know, just relaxing, just being there for the moment. And there's a app called TRIPP, which you get a trial version of it, but you can pay for, which is £5 a month, something like that, £22 a year, or £44 when you pay it and you've got it for life. You know, there's different payment options. I've only looked at the demo, and you'll see that in a second, little snippets of it. But so this is it. So as I always say, I've been saying all over this video, imagine it being 3D. Imagine, you know, the water below, you can sail the distance and everything. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the show. That's different, isn't it? But you got all that going on all around you. You can turn around and it's all around you. The music, the speaking, and it gives you things to do. And I've done you see, when you move your head, when you breathe in, the dots change the position as well, so it does follow track your face, track your movement. But this kind of thing where you control it with your eyes, you turn your head, and then that'll move where you move your head.
To touch
You know,
the spinning coins.
it's not all about the controls.
We'll move on when you have
It gives you little
finished
things
this
to focus on and things to do, you know.
Experiencing the joy
And this
of
one,
simply
this
being
is
in the
freaky,
moment.
because that is,
Breathe
when you're in there,
and
it's
feel the
so
wholeness of
trippy.
just being alive.
You know, it's so weird, but it's damn good. It's very effective. In the full version, you can change the world, you can create your own, you can do a lot of stuff. Imagine flying on a magic carpet in the real world. This is what it feels like. You got a bit of nausea because of the height, but you know, it's hard to explain. You need to experience these things. You know what I mean? You need to experience this, really. So my overall thought on this, on the Quest 2, Meta Quest 2, is it is phenomenal. It's amazing. It's everything I thought it would be, but more. Let's get on to the positives. Right, positives. There are a few negatives, but positives. Positives is, if you suffer from anxiety and mental health issues, this is a good tool, especially meditation stuff with animations. Since I've been using it, I've been more focused in the real world. I know it sounds strange, but I've been more focused. I've been more aware of things. I've been more observant. That's a strange thing to say, I know, but I've been a lot more happier, a lot more energetic, a lot more thoughtful, a lot more me. You know, I've been a lot more. Yeah, it's mainly the meditation stuff, and it's mainly the meditation stuff, but as well as the films and TV and stuff like that, and that's even more phenomenal. And just being able to go into a world where you can sit down and just take a deep breath and relax and think, a break from reality for a few minutes. But it is an actual break from reality for a few moments, not months, moments. I mean, I can see why people hate it and like it, and I'm 53 and I'm new to this. I could have delved into this a few years ago, but I didn't, because I was too worried about things. The negatives, it can get addictive. I did say in the positives that it's good for mental health, but you've got to be able to control your usage, because I can see people using this and getting trapped in there, like not trapped literally, but addicted to it. I mean, if I did this 2 years ago, I think I'll be quite addicted to this now, because that was my only escape from reality. now I've got control of my anxiety and control of mental health. I know that I can spend an hour a night, or maybe miss it one day, another an hour, another night, and I'll be okay. You know, it's just, you need to be able to control the usage before it can help. You know, but game wise, luckily the battery lasts a few hours, but when the battery dies, just don't go back on it and just like charge it up, but leave it. You know, leave that as a 2-hour usage kind of thing. But it depends what you do. If you're doing other things, it'll last less, but you know, you can get extended batteries, you know. But and you need to be very careful with it as well, because don't put it in direct sunlight, because it can melt the lens and it can burn the inside kind of thing. There's lots of precautions. You've got to treat it like it's the most important thing in your life, because it's quite fragile. Yeah, you need to have good internet to actually run it properly, because some of the animations, if your internet's down or intermittent, the animations take ages to load up, so you need good internet. Most of the stuff you can actually save, like the Jurassic World stuff, you can save it to that. But then now also negatives, and just you can get addicted to it. There's not much. I mean, not much else negative really. It's just treating it like it's worth £1 million. You know, don't leave it lying around. And I think the boundary thing is quite an interesting as well. It can be a negative if you've got a small room. It can be quite tricky. You know, you need to have a big enough room. I mean, luckily built in, it's got that radius, that circle that goes around you, so you know that it's a safe space. And if you get too close to the edge of it, you can see through. You can see the reality. You know, so it does its best to make you aware about the surroundings, but you need to be on top form on that, you know. But anyway, apart from that, I think it's really good, but only get it if you know if you know you're not going to be addicted to it. You know, it's like you need to be disciplined on using it. You know, the things I've heard in the past, like too much VR can make you blind, lose your eyesight, blah blah blah. You know, if it's true or not, anything really. You look at the sunlight and it can damage your eyes. You know, there's a lot of things like that. Just you know, read the guidelines, read the instructions before you use it if you do buy one. But now the subject is, am I going to get one? Well, yes, it's coming today, hopefully. I've had this one for 3 days off a good friend, just to get used to it, and I've purchased my own. It's coming today, so I'm looking forward to setting up with my name. Looking forward to using the cinema mode more. Maybe look at the virtual chat. I know it gets panned a lot, you know, but I'm mainly going to use the Meta Quest 2 for watching TV, watching movies, the animation, YouTube. You know, that's what I'm going to mainly use it for the most, and meditation and stuff. You know, that's what I mean. Yeah, I've got a few games with it when it comes, but it's not really what I'm going to be doing with it. It's going to be like that kind of thing. And there is another side to it which I've learned today, is that there's lots of creative stuff. You can build stuff. You can actually, it's not just for games. You can actually do 3D objects and design stuff and build. You know, it's like, wow, that should be fascinating. So I've got a few of them lined up to install to see, and most of them are free, which is good. And also the exploring ones, where you can go to places and explore places in 3D. It's got a browser option where you can play games on the browser. There's hundreds of games, like little shoot off games where, you know, it's full screen, but it's all free games, so it's not exactly best graphics, but it shows off what it can do, you know. So there's so much in depth with the Meta Quest 2. I know it's an old thing now, you know, PlayStation 2 VR or PlayStation VR is far better, but I don't want it for games. I want it for other side of it. You know what I mean? I want to be able to watch YouTube videos sitting inside a cinema. You know, I want to be able to watch Star Wars and Disney Plus in a cinema. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah. So there you go. That's my view. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because I think it's definitely worth it. You know. Let me know what you think. I know this is a long video, but hey ho. Let me know what you think and comment below. Let me know. And if you want to see more Meta 2 footage, let me know. You know, I'm still got the golf game. I'm getting the golf game and there's space, and then the roller coaster game's free anyway. So I'm going to download the free stuff. You know, just for them is 10 minutes where I just want to play a game. You know. Anyway, toodle pips for now, and I'll see you later.